Have you ever woken up just like I'm just stretching right now with your heart racing though, your mind spiraling before your feet heavy, even thinks about hitting the floor? Well, let me tell you this. You absolutely are not alone. You may think you are alone, but you are not alone because as a war veteran, I used to dread those mornings that my anxiety would hit me like a freight train. It seemed like it wasn't that long ago. It all just went by. And here I am. Because it was this one hidden reason that I discovered why it happens. And just like that, a simple 2-minute fix seemed to have changed everything. And I want you to stick with me on this. Just stick with me. Don't go anywhere. Just stick with me. Because if you was going through what I was going through, this is going to be a absolute game changer for you, especially if you've been searching for it. This is all you've been searching for right here. Because how the story goes? Well, after I came back from my deployment, right? Mornings they start feeling like the worst for me. My PTSD made me feel like I was waking up to a battlefield in my head, though. It wasn't literally outside; it was all in my head. So I just lie there, overthinking all the mistakes I made, feeling like I wasn't good enough. How many of you can recall that? How many of you does this sound familiar to? Okay. I thought of it as thinking that I was all alone in it. I thought I was totally by myself, but the truth is there's thousands of you, especially after I have talked to thousands of you and then digging into the science too, because I like to get into science and all that. So, but I realized though, there's a hidden trigger that most of us seems to miss. It's not just the stress, even though we might think it is. It's absolutely something that's more deeper than that. And it oftentimes tied to how your brain and body process at the start of the day. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Your morning anxiety, it spikes because of something called cortisone overload. Now, when I discovered what cortisone was, I was totally blown away by it. It made sense. So, what is cortisone, you may be asking? Cortisone is your body's stress hormone, and it naturally peaks in the morning to get you moving. But for those of us with anxiety or PTSD, fight can feel like a tsunami. And then you add in the little self doubt or the past trauma, and then you'll just feel your brain just going overdrive, just keep running, running, racing, telling you you're not ready for the day, telling you you're about to make another mistake after another mistake after another mistake. And then I used to think, why can't I just wake up peaceful like everybody else? But here's the truth: you can take control. You absolutely can. And that starts with just putting a rewire to the way you start your morning. So we made it this far. Do you want to know what the fix is? What's the fix? It's a 2-minute faith based practice that I call the peace anchor. And here is how it works. You breathe deeply for 30 seconds. As soon as you wake up, take 5 of those deep 30-second breaths. And then you inhale for 4, which usually add up for 30 seconds. So you inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you exhale. After you hold for 4, you exhale for 4. So you hold and then exhale all the way out to 4. And this little trick alone will calm your nervous system. What's the next trick? See, I told you it's 2 minutes. So we got to go on to the next trick. Affirm your worth. Look in the mirror and say, I am enough because I am made with purpose. For me, I tie this all back to my faith, knowing I'm not defined by my past or by anxiety, especially when it seems like it's been a everlasting theme in my life from the time I discovered what anxiety is up until X day, X month, X year. Next, you want to pray or reflect. For those of you, do it like the way I would do it, who can resonate with this. Close your eyes, and then you ask for the strength that you need in the day. Me personally, I pray, God, guide me through this moment. If prayer isn't your thing, though, which I know most of you, it might not be, you can visualize a peaceful moment from your life. We can all recall like a time where we had some ounce of peace. It's not that hard. Peaceful and relaxing. You visualize that and put yourself in that space. This simple routine will ground you before the cortisone even takes over. Now, I've done this every day now for a couple years now, and it's hitting that reset button that I need on my anxiety, especially in the morning time. So, listen, if you're still waking up feeling unworthy or stuck in a loop of sabotage, trust me, I've been there. I've been there. As a veteran, I carried guilt and fear for years on years. And I thought I had to prove myself. Who the hell was I proving myself to? But you don't need anyone's validation whatsoever. You're enough already. You have to say it. Say it. Say it by trying the peace anchor for a week. And then let me know in the comments how you feel. Do it for a week. Come back in a week and let me know how you feel. Your story, it truly matters. Okay? Everybody has a story. And with a story, you can share it to help others who feel alone. By you sharing your story, it's going to help them feel less alone. Loneliness is a problem in our culture. So, if this resonated with you, I want you to hit that subscribe button for weekly mental health tips and stories. And if you want personalized help, check out my coaching services that's in the description below. Let's keep this conversation going. And I will look for you to comment below what's your biggest morning struggle. Okay? And trust me, I read every one of my comments that come by. Every time I get a notification, I go by and I look at those comments and try to respond back to them. So until next time, know that you got this. Many blessings, peace, and lots of love.